G'day everybody, Sam Marwood here from Cultivate Farms, and welcome to episode 50 of Cultivate Farms TV. 50 episodes, that's quite an achievement. Pretty excited about that. Nearly a year, probably is a year actually, since we started doing these updates, which we've loved. We've received a lot of love from you guys about, and it keeps us accountable. We're here to serve you. And this is just one way of keeping you motivated to follow your farming dreams, is keeping us motivated to keep telling you what we're doing. Yeah, I hope you appreciate it, guys. We love doing it. So this week, let's go through. There's another jam-packed week. The highlights. Should we start a Cultivate Farms event or run one? Asking you that question. Are you thinking about the farm? Are you limiting yourself to thinking about the farm you can afford right now? I'll unpack that a bit better than I just did then. And how do these farm opportunities work, the ones on our website at the moment, with retiring farmers? So I just want to spell that out, because I think some people don't realise how good these opportunities are for you. So let's get cracking. Every week we talk about number of registrations, number of members. We have 314, so 6 more people signed up during the week. Welcome to them. G'day guys, we want to support you. If you sign up as a member, which is $150 a year, which is a massive benefit to us to keep the website going and keep us functioning. We also catch up with you on the phone, and we work through your farm pathway options, and just catch up regularly as well to try and help you realise your dreams. So memberships are discounted at the moment till we get this farm matching marketplace really humming. But that'll be $400 plus from here on in. So that's just a bit of a plug. We'll move on to the really interesting stuff. Progress on our first farm match. So some of you might know we are working through our first match with an aspiring farmer, an investor, and retiring farmers in Central Victoria, which is awesome. I can't get into too much details yet because paperwork's still being signed, but we had a 2-hour phone catch up as a team. So the investor wasn't able to attend this one, but it was myself and the aspiring farmers, and we just worked through all the details of how we set this up, how we provide ongoing governance. We talked about a 10-year strategy that we're going to write, a farm layout plan of how we're going to lay out the farm to be a really awesome example of how you farm well, an annual plan we're going to develop as well, all the reporting requirements, all that sort of stuff. We went through grants, marketing, lots of great stuff, and that's going to be the focus of our discussions. We as Cultivate Farms are sitting on the board, which is probably going to be our role for farm matches ongoing, which we think is awesome, so we can help support all our farms to go to the next level as well. So just really excited, can't wait to reveal all the details about that farm very soon. I've been talking to a few aspiring farmers about this concept of coaching, and our first aspiring farmers that we're matching have a coach at the moment, and they love them, and they think they're the reasons why they're able to put together such an amazing pitch to convince an investor to back them. And we're wondering whether we should offer this as a new service for Cultivate Farms. We want to get your thoughts. We think the idea of you as an aspiring farmer treating this like you're a farm entrepreneur, having a coach beside you to pump you up, to ask you hard questions, to get you focused on getting onto your farm. We think this could be a great idea. We've been thinking about talking to a few coaches around aligning the coaching method to our farm pitching template, making sure it all aligns perfectly with your eyes on the prize, which is farm ownership. So I'd love to get your feedback on this. Do you already have a coach? What is stopping you from having a coach, and would you be interested in getting one? How would you like them to help you, and how much would you be willing to pay? We'd love you to help us unpack that so we can offer an awesome solution for you if it is something you want. We have been kicking around the idea of an event, so a physical, real-life event, as opposed to this Facebook Live videos that we do a lot of, held by Cultivate Farms. And again, we'd love to get your feedback on whether this is something you'd be interested in attending. Basically, be to get aspiring farmers and retiring farmers together, to mingle, to discuss all the topics we talk about with Cultivate Farms. How do you find the right farmer and investors? How do you pitch yourself? How do you pitch a farm? How do you become a great farmer? All these practical, real-life discussions which are really going to help you get onto your farm. So we would love to hear from you. Would you attend an event run by Cultivate Farms? Where would it have to be held for you to come along? What would stop you from coming? What would you want to be the benefit? What are the big things you would love to have resolved at an event when you're mingling with people? Is it this you'd like to meet some other aspiring farmers or other retiring farmers? What are the topics? How to pitch a farm? Do you want to meet investors? Do you want to meet retiring farmers? And should it be a physical location or should we still do it online? Those are the sort of questions we'd love, again, for your feedback on whether we should go for an event for Cultivate. We think there's some merit in it, but we want to be guided by you. Are you thinking about your ideal farm, or are you thinking about the farm that you can afford right now? This is quite a big question because most of the aspiring farmers we talk to start the conversation with, well, currently I can afford, and it usually goes on to 10 acres, 100 acres, a handful of cows, that sort of scale, because that's the reality. It's expensive to buy a farm. Guess what we want to encourage you to do is flip your thinking around and think about what is the farm you really want to run and can run and know you're capable of running, and get your mindset onto that. Don't let your access to capital right now limit your thought process, limit your vision for your farm. Because if you don't have that vision locked down in your head around what the farm is that you're going to be running, that's going to be viable and profitable and give you an enjoyable life, what are you going to get up for in the morning? How are you going to keep fighting for it unless you've got that big vision? It may be 10 acres is your vision. That's fantastic. But if you're actually after 10,000 acres and you can only afford 10 at the moment, it's going to be hard to get up in the morning and keep fighting for your dream. So I want to encourage you, think about your ideal farm vision and your plan. Write it down. That's one of the big things we encourage people to do. And then we can work with you, or you can do it yourself with your friends and networks. Work backwards from that vision to what it is, to how to get onto your farm. And it could be you save for the next 30 years, or it could be you find the people who have that farm, have a very similar farm, or have the money to be able to back you onto that farm, and use them to leverage yourself onto your farm by demonstrating how clever you are because you have this vision you've been fighting for a long time to realise. And if you do find that retiring farmer, you are away. That is exactly what you need. Someone who has that farm, who's willing to back you, and you could own that farm within 10, 20, 30 years just through conversations and demonstrating how clever you are. But I just want to emphasise, don't limit your thinking on your farm ownership to what you can afford today. Think about what it is you really want to, then you've got something to fight for. We really think you should be sharing a lot of our content on your social media. We emphasize all the time the power of social media. I think business in general doesn't realize how powerful social media is. That is where attention is. That's where people are every single day. You're on there right now watching me. So you need to be creating content or sharing content to get people's attention, to help them get the thing you want, i.e. a farm. So I want to encourage you guys, using your social media, just your personal account is probably fine as well. Just talk about your journey of wanting to become a farmer and start sharing content that will get discussion going and get people asking, do you want to own a farm? I might have some connections to help you. And I just want to reiterate that we have this content on our website, on our Facebook, on our YouTube, on all the platforms nearly, which range through all the topics we think that you'd ever want to raise to get discussion going. So you can share this with friends, you could share it directly to accountants and lawyers and bankers in your community, you could share it and reach retiring farmers in your community, and use us as a bit of a gateway to get conversations going around the topic, which is you want a farm. You want someone to come to you and say, hey, I have an amazing farm, I'd love to transition the farm to you. Like, that's the ultimate conversation to have. How are people going to know unless you're out there telling people that you want this? So we encourage you to use social media to share, to get attention, which could open up doors for you for your farm ownership. So please go through our YouTube, our Facebook, etc. Find the content and start thinking about sharing it, texting it, emailing it, putting it on social media. Reach out to us if you want something that, a topic idea that hasn't been elaborated well or needs improvement. Get us to, we'll do it. I'll sit in front of a camera or I'll write a blog post, whatever it is. You tell us what you need. We'll help you to get that content out into the world so you can have a greater chance of getting onto your farm. Cultivate Farms were recipients of the AMP Tomorrow Fund in 2017, which was and still is an amazing boost for us. That recognition that we're onto something. I encourage you guys, if you are doing something awesome for the world, i.e. you awesome aspiring farmers and amazing retiring farmers, we think the AMP Tomorrow Fund is a great program for you to apply for. Our applications are open now. It has helped us to get onto our farm pitching marketplace, which is a world first, where we're going to make it possible for anyone now to own a farm. All you have to do is pitch your farm, or have it in front of investors and retiring farmers all over Australia who could help you own a farm, and through that we can rejuvenate regional Australia, which is what we're excited about. So if you have a similar vision, you're doing something that's really exciting, we really encourage you to jump onto the AMP website and check that out. They're great people, have been awesome supporters of ours, and we can't thank them enough. There is a vineyard in central Victoria waiting for you right now. It's south of Bendigo. If you have any inkling that you would like to run a vineyard, this is a farm for you. It's a lease. It's not ownership at this stage. It could be, you never know. So, but I'd love you guys to check out the link below. Have a look at it if you are interested in this. These people are awesome. I know them. I've been to the farm a number of times. And the owners are keen for you to take this farm to the next level. So have a look at it. It's got Riesling, Shiraz, Cab Sav, Pinot Noir. It's uncertified organic, and the vines have been around since 1990. It's a cool little setup, not far from Bendigo. So if that is something that interests you, please reach out, click some buttons, send an application in. It's pretty easy, and then you could be farming that farm very soon. We have farm opportunities come to us that we want you as aspiring farmers to apply for. We have not seen something like what we're doing here with Cultivate Farms and these farm opportunities in Australia before. That we are offering you on a plate farm ownership opportunities from retiring farmers who want to back you onto their farm. These are amazing opportunities, and I just want to take some time to reflect and let you know of the opportunity that is right in front of you aspiring farmers, and these opportunities are going to get more and more, and you should be on top of these opportunities, and you should be thinking about how you can best position yourself to get onto one of these farms. So I just want to work through the process and how this all happens, but we have retiring farmers come to us and they say, hey, I want to back an aspiring farmer onto my farm, and we work through the details and we promote that on a network, and then we send it, hopefully you see it and you go, wow, that's a great opportunity for me. We then get you to pull a basic proposal together. We've got a template, and you outline why you're a great farmer, why you're going to love this farm just as much as that current farmer does, and how you're going to take it to the next level. And we use that to take to the retiring farmer, who then decides whether they want to catch up with you further, and if they do, you come on the farm, have a chat with them and get to know them. And again, this is what we're all about, is relationships. If you think you can make this work, we can come alongside you to help work through the details of what a transition could be. And the combinations of opportunities and arrangement are endless. This is all about having relationships and knowing these people and having trust. But I want to emphasize, these are amazing opportunities. This is what you guys as aspiring farmers have always asked us for, is connections to get onto farms. We are getting them. We want to encourage you to spread the word about these opportunities. If they're not right for you, send them to friends and family, and the next farm could be your farm. And then farm opportunities, last one. We have 15 farm opportunities. So the Vineyard in Bendigo has been added to the list. Please check them out. There's a cool dairy farm that we're getting a lot of clicks about in Central Victoria. There's a few others around there as well, dairy farms. Please have a look. Please share them. These are real farm ownership opportunities ready for you, and we're here to help you, help transition and make sure it's a win-win for everyone. So please jump on to the Farms tab on our website. The link is there. Guys, that's it. There was a whole lot more I wanted to talk about, but I don't want to bombard you. I'll leave it till next week or the week after. Please get in touch. Love hearing from all of you. Loving having our phone chats with aspiring farmers. Spread the word and keep pumped up around your farming dreams, and let's get you farming.